Good morning everyone. This is Neha Jain. For this semester, I will be teaching you unit operation. Okay. So let us start with the introduction first. First, we need to understand what is unit operation, and the second important point, why does we need to study this subject. Okay. So this is the introductory class. First, we need to understand what is the meaning of unit operation. So, as we know that in any industry, from a raw material, this is from a raw material, we want to convert it into the desired product. Okay. In this series, the raw material will go through some physical changes as well as the chemical changes. Okay. In the physical changes which the process are carried out, the main operation involved in the physical changes are unit operation. So this is the basic definition of what is unit operation. Okay. Operations carried out in the process industries involving physical changes in the system under consideration are regarded as unit operation. For example, if we are converting water to ice, okay. So is there any chemical changes? No, there is completely physical changes. So the physical changes carried out in any industry to get any desired product, this process are involved as unit operation. Okay. So next we will discuss about the basic feature of unit operation, which will cover its definition as well. These are the important features of unit operation. First one is the very important point, physical in nature. These operations are completely physical in nature. We are not considering the chemical changes. We are considering only the physical changes in unit operation. The changes are in any industry which primarily the physical, it will involve in unit operations. Okay. The second one and the most important point is the operations are based on the common scientific principle. This is very important point because it is completely independent of what kind of industry in which it is going on. Okay, the operations are there are some basic scientific principles Newton's law of cooling, Newton's law of motion. For example, conservation of mass, conservation of energy, Dalton's law of vapor pressure, of partial pressure, Raoult's law. These are some scientific principles which are common to all kind of industry. It doesn't depend, unit operation doesn't depend the what kind of industry and what type of product which is we want. Okay. The second one, it is completely independent of industry. As I have explained you that it is completely independent of industry, what kind of industry and what kind of product we are producing. Okay. Fourth one, the practical methods may be more or less different. Yeah, as I explained you that it is completely independent of industry. There are some same scientific principle on which these operations are carried out, but the practical methods through which these operations are carried out may be more or less different, dependent on the type of industry. Okay. The fifth one topic is point is common to all type of diverse industry. It is the same point that these operations are based on the same scientific principles, the basic principles. So these operations are common to all type of any kind of industry. Okay, so in next we will discuss about the classification of unit operation. So this is the classification of unit operation. First one is the fluid flow. Fluid flow means transfer of fluid from one point to the another point. Second one is heat transfer. Third one is mass transfer. And the fourth one and last, mechanical operation. This classification we will discuss in the next slide in detail. So, the classification of unit operation. Our first point was fluid flow. Okay, fluid flow is basically a fluid dynamics. It's a part of fluid dynamics. Flow or transfer of fluid from one point to the another point. For this fluid flow in any process, we want pressure difference in the system. The driving force, the basically driving force for this fluid flow process is the difference in pressure. In pressure. If there will be a difference in pressure energy, the fluid will flow from one point to the another point. For example, if we talk about the oil and gas industry, we know that fluid come from, for example, there is a well, fluid will transport to the nearly CTF or GTS station. Okay, for this flowing of fluid, we need pressure difference at this 2 points. The pressure, if we want flow to flow from wells to CTF or GTS, pressure at this point should be high and pressure at this point should be low. By keeping pressure difference in between in these points, we can fluid can flow from one point to the another point. So this is the very important type of unit operation which we use in oil and gas industry. So the driving force is the pressure. Difference in pressure is the driving force for this fluid flow. Okay, the second and important classification is heat transfer. Heat transfer. So what does heat transfer means? Heat transfer deals with accumulation and or transfer of heat energy from one point to the another point. For example, this mechanism, heat transfer depends on three important mechanisms. First one is the conduction. In conduction, there is a heat transfer from one point of a body to another point. Okay, difference between conduction, convection and radiation is in conduction, if we are heating a rod at this point, for example, we are heating a rod at this point, the heat will transfer from this point to this end. Okay, there is no any displacement of particles. Heat will transfer from this same body from this point to the another point in the conduction process. Next one is the convection. What is the difference between conduction and convection? I will explain you with example. Convection. In convection, the heat will flow through flow through a liquid. Okay. For example, we are heating a vessel. We are heating a vessel at the bottom. The bottom liquid will heat up and its density will get low. It will transfer to the upper portion and the cool liquid which is at the upper part, it will transfer to the lower portion. So there is a circulation of particles in the convection process. Difference between conduction and convection is there is no particle displacement takes place in conduction process, but in convection the particle displacement will take place. And the example of radiation is, for example, sunlight is coming to the earth. So this is heating in that form. This is called radiation. Okay. Next, process which are carried out, operations generally we can call that unit operations or processes which are carried out through heat transfer are heating, drying, cooling, evaporation and distillation. Okay, next we will talk about the further classification. The third one is mass transfer. Okay, first we need to understand what is mass transfer and how it works. So mass transfer is a process of transferring mass from one phase to the another distinct phase. There is a difference between phases and the driving force in mass transfer takes place. The driving force is difference in concentration. Okay, it works on difference in concentration, and due to this difference, mass from one phase transfer the mass from one phase to the another phase. Okay, the important mechanism which in which mass transfer takes place are it mainly dependent on the molecular diffusion or vaporizing. Okay, what does it mean? Molecular diffusion means there is a diffusion of molecules or mass from one phase to the another phase because of there is a difference in the vapor pressure or the solubility of the product. Okay, the process which are carried out in mass transfer are distillation, gas absorption, drying, extraction and crystallization. All these topics we will cover in detail in the later class. Okay. For example, if I take distillation. For example, distillation. In petroleum industry, for crude oil, we need different products. Okay, they mainly we differentiate the products by distillation process. Okay, there is difference in vapor pressure of all products. We take products from crude oil. We fractionate the products into diesel, kerosene, crude oil, gasoline, coal tar. How we can produce the products from crude oil through process of distillation, because there is a difference in the vapor pressure of all the products. As we heat the crude oil, on basis of the vapor pressure they will vaporize, and by condensing them we can get the different product on basis of their different vapor pressure, or maybe it can work on difference in the solubility. Okay, so these were the examples of mass transfer processes which are carried out in industry. Okay, the next one is mechanical operation. Mechanical operation involves mainly reduction in the size of solid. The process which are carried out in mechanical operation are mainly crushing, grinding to reduce the particle size, okay, filtration, settling and sedimentation, screening, flotation, all these processes in mechanical operation involve reducing size of any particle. Okay, that's all for this introduction of unit operation. And in next class, I'll cover about what is conduction, and we will do some numerical problems on conduction. Okay, thank you.